Hey guys, welcome back again to the channel. So today I'm going to show you, as you can see from the thumbnail and the title of the video, how you can permanently shut down or stop Windows from updating. I decided to make this video because I have gotten many complaints from some of my friends and also from my subscribers, which they have problems with the Windows auto updating and lowering the hash rate of their mining rigs. But anyway, this applies also to the people that don't just want to mine, but they just want to use Windows without any new updates, or let's say that maybe sometimes the new updates may be buggy, so you can wait a little bit till the new updates get stable enough, and then you can decide to do them manually yourself. Or maybe you are one of these guys that you are happy with your current system and you just don't want to go into the hassle of the new updates. So let's get right into it. The first method which you can use is very simple. You just go into the start menu and type in services. So we need to go into services, open services, and then after you open it, you search for Windows Update, which is going to be at the end of the page. Windows Update, you double click it, and here you have the startup type. I have it on manual, obviously, because I do my own updates manually. You may have it on automatic, delayed, or automatic, or disabled. So if you want to stop it, you just click on disabled, then click on apply. And then what you have to do, because sometimes even if you do this method, sometimes Windows wakes up for itself. I don't know how Windows update, and it does its updates. So it happens. Another thing that you can do with this method is go to recovery, and to the first failure you set take no action, and the others too, take no action, take no action. For the reset fail counter, you set this to 0, and restart service, you set this to 0 also. You hit apply, and then you hit OK, and you are good to go. Obviously I'm not going to do it because this is not my mining rig, but it's my personal PC and I want to keep it this way. If this method doesn't work for you, you can do another thing. Into the services, there is a service here called, let me find it quickly, background intelligence services. So basically you can disable this also, but you have to keep in mind that this thing is correlated to other stuff with your PC and with your system. So if you disable this one, some other application or some other stuff may misbehave, let's call it this way. So if you are having problems with some other application, you can re-enable this service back again, and you should be good to go. But if you are not having problems and you don't need those services that are offered with the background intelligent transfer service, you can disable it. Obviously it's the same thing. You click on disabled, then if it started, you click first on stop, and that's disabled, then apply, then OK, and you should be good to go. On the recovery, you do the same thing as we did on the Windows update. You click on take no action, 0, and so on, apply, OK, and you should be good to go. Usually this is the first method that you can use to permanently stop the Windows updates, but it may happen sometimes that Windows can auto-update itself, maybe if some important thing comes up. Maybe it is built in that way that it enables back again this option, but hopefully it doesn't work. But anyway, if these two methods that I showed you here into the services do not work, then we have the second method that we can use to stop the auto Windows update. The second method, it's a little bit harder to the first one, obviously, and it needs us to do some registry modification. So before you do this thing, I suggest you do a Windows backup, or let's say a Windows restore point. So if anything goes wrong with this method, then you can restore your PC to the previous state that it was, so you won't have this problem if this happens, obviously, because it should not happen it should not happen anything bad after doing this. But just to be sure, make a Windows restore point, because anyway, every time you mess up with the registry, maybe you may change something that you didn't want to change. So just to be cautious, let's say. So we go start again. We type in regedit to go regedit to go to the registry editor. Okay, and then in here we have a little steps to do. So we go to local machine, then we go to software, then in here we find policies, then Microsoft, and then on Windows. So in here it should be a folder like this one that I have in here, Windows update. If this folder is not present, or key in this case is not present into the your Windows key in here, you can add it yourself. So you just click on Windows, then you click on new key, and you type in Windows update like this one in here. W must be capital and update must be capital, and all in one word, Windows update. Obviously I'm not going to do that because I already have this key in here, Windows update. After you have created your Windows update, if it's not in here, obviously again make sure to check the list. Then you go into Windows update. Then we go and open it again, and again, if you don't have this key down the Windows update, you have to create this one, AU, which basically means automatic update. So you right click again on Windows update, then you hit on new key, and you type in A capital, U capital, and you should create this key in here. After you create this one, then you click on it, then you go onto the right side, you right click, and you go into dword 32-bit value, and into this one you name it A capital, U capital, O capital, options. It must be written this way only, A options, and you hit on enter, and it should be created. Then you double click it, and the value of 0, it means it is not activated. The value of 1, it is automatic updates are activated, and the value of 2 is the notification, which basically when we have a new notification, it will notify us before doing any update. So we can decline that, or we can accept that, whatever do you want to do with your update, if you get it, obviously the notification, but it should be good to go. So you set this value to 2, and then you hit OK, and then you close all these things, and you restart your PC, and it will take effect. Obviously I'm not going to do that because I don't need. I'm fine with this method, with this way that my PC is built right now, but you can do this step on the registry just to be sure that the Windows will not automatically update. So I'm going to delete that, but obviously you should keep it if you want, if you are having problems with the first method that I showed you. This second method, let's call it this way, I think it's going to stop at least the automatic update, and it will notify you when a new update will be available. Okay, so if for some reason the methods that I showed you till now, nothing of them works, there is another method which we can use, or another thing that we can do, plus these two methods that I just showed you right now. And I think that this applies only to Windows 10 Home and Pro, or another version, but I'm not sure about Windows 7 or Windows 8, but maybe you can try and see if it works. So basically we go again to the start menu, and we type this time gpedit.msc, and we hit enter, and it will take you here to the group modification. Then we go to administrative templates, then we go to Windows components, Then we go to Windows Updates, and in here you will find Configure Automatic Updates. So you double click on it obviously, and you click on Disabled, click Apply, hit OK, and you should be good to go. So this is another way you can do to permanently try and stop Windows Update. I say try because sometimes it happens that even if you do all of these steps, it may update again. So yeah, we have another thing to do if nothing of what I showed you till now works. So basically we close all of this one. Okay, we go again to the search bar, and then we type task scheduler. Okay, we open it, and then we go here, then go to Microsoft again, go to Windows, and then obviously we find Windows Update in here, and you will see that on the Windows Update, after you open it, there should be, the first one should be an automatic update or something, and then there may be also other stuff in here. All the things that are in here are for the automatic updates. Obviously I have some of them because this is the way I want to configure my my PC. But if you don't want any of them, all of the things that can be in this list, I have only 2, but you may have other stuff. As you see, the status is on ready. You just right click on that and hit disable, right click on the other one and click disable all of the things that may be on your system, because again I have only 2, but you might have also other stuff in here. The first one I think should be something like automatic update or something into those lines. So I think that with this method you should be good to go, obviously in conjunction with the other methods if none of them works till now. This one should be good to go. You can try one of these steps, or you can try all of them. It depends if the one that you try works for you or not. But we have one more thing that we can do into the task scheduler, which is on Update Orchestrator. If you go in here on the list, you will find Update Assistant. Let's just open. Obviously you see that I have mine on disabled. If your update assistants are ready or enabled or something else, you again right click and disable them. So all of the update assists as you see in here, and you should be good to go with this step. There is another thing that we can do. Maybe your system may have Microsoft Windows installer assistant installed into the system, so you have to uninstall that one. Just go again on the search and hit app with .cpl, and you hit on enter, and it should open. Then at the bottom you will see Windows Update Assistant. Obviously I will have mine, but you obviously don't want this update, so you just go ahead and uninstall the Windows 10 Update Assistant. After you do that, then you go into your PC, then you go into your main system where the system is installed, and then you first need to enable the hidden items, and you will see get current and system reset folders, and most importantly you will see Windows 10 upgrade. So basically you just go ahead and delete this one. If for some reason Windows doesn't let you delete this folder, then you just rename it to something else, and you should be good to go, because Windows will not recognize anymore this folder to get the updates to, because this is the folder when the new update, where the new updates go, and Windows then can use them to update itself. So you can go ahead, delete this one, and you should be good to go. If for some reason this comes up, then this means that you have missed some of the steps that I just showed you till now. So you have to watch again what you have missed out and delete this folder again, because your Windows is still auto updating. Okay, then that was it for today. I hope this was helpful. I decided to do this one because, again, some of my friends and subscribers are having problems with their mining rigs and Windows auto updating, so the hash rate comes down, so they have to do the driver uninstall and so on. So it's a pain to do it every 2, 3, maybe 5 days. So these are the steps you can do to permanently stop Windows auto update, or let's say just to be sure to try and permanently stop. But I think that one of these steps, or maybe all of these steps, should stop your Windows from auto updating. Okay, then again, that was it. If it was helpful, please consider subscribing to the channel. Also turn on notifications so I never miss one of my new videos. And yeah, don't forget to like and share them, because it will help my channel grow, and I will very much appreciate that. And yeah, as always, catch you guys on the next one. Bye bye.